EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Tonight we kick off week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Bisons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Golden Eagles of Buenos Aires. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's second down.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now he fires deep for Shaquille. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And it's fielded at the 34. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, I mean, who would have thought this? A team based in South America, this inaugural season, these folks so excited. And with good reason. This is the NFL continuing to show that it's not just an American pastime, really becoming a global game. And what an addition to the league this will be. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this down to the 33. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action, Richardson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Alec Pierce. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Throwing the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Here comes Hines. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Get him down as he's inside the 30. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifting, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
It. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's got a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Doolin. He's to the 15. Touchdown! Ashton Doolin, 72 yards. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. Shoves him off at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First down, Bison.
After one, it's 13-6.
With the score, Golden Eagles 13. Bison 6.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. A first down carry here for Johnson. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll check this down to Hines. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and man? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Naeem Hines, his first carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Finds Hines again for the completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Tua. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Mostert will take it in. Touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Golden Eagles 21, Bison's 13. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Richardson to throw off play action. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! Alec Pierce. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Golden Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On third down, it's Richardson. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action with Richardson. And that one going to come up short. No throw.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. It's caught at the 10. A big play there. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Richardson off the play fake. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. One home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right back to Swift again on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On second down, Swift. That heavy ball down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pass to 60, pass to 60. Ready.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Swift going to try up the middle. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Being chased out left. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this passes off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
Touchdown! Deontay Hardy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bisons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It's a run with Mostert, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Tua. Now it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Here's Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bisons have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Richardson. Got his man, it's Woods. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Let's go now.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Richardson to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now Richardson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Here's Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On the go.
2nd down, goal to go. Richardson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Swift. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through.